Hey, it's Dad Steve. Please like and subscribe. Please click on the Deck Heroes icon. Click on subscribe. It's 100% free. Blood in, blood out. And don't forget to click on the notifications just so you don't miss any amazing content. This video here, 250,000 views in 10 days. Oh my gosh. I've never seen it before. Let's see what he's got to say. Something to do with why hitting on tattooed women is a bad idea. Bad idea? Let's go.
You don't always want to make remarks or comments to women that you're attracted to. But this is a gal that's at a gym and doing what she does on TikTok. She'll go and record a video afterwards and tell you why she's got the ick over something. I'll give you some feedback after we play this. Let's have a listen.
So an Ottawa police officer just sexually harassed me at the gym. As one does, of course. He was doing chest flies. I was standing in front of him, and I was respecting him in his space and wanted him to be able to see his form, so I kept moving out of the way so that he could see himself in the mirror. And after I did this twice, he stops me, and he's like, yeah, it's okay. I may just be a dirty old man. Here it comes. But I almost don't mind if you're standing in front of me while I do this. And I did what we all do as women when we get comments like that. I just went, turned around, and I was like, I hate him. And then I was really pissed and went to turn around to tell him, like, this is not okay, and here is why. And he was gone. I got a Good Life associate, told her, and she wanted to see where it happened so that she could find it on camera, because I was like, fuck, I don't want to come back here with this dude. Like, I'm uncomfortable as shit right now. He was there. I was like, oh, this is him. Confronted him. And then when I told him that was not okay, you made me feel uncomfortable, he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, like, this is not cool. It's not okay. Then he tells me, I actually rescind my apology. Anyway, here's the video. And I kept moving out of the way. Oh, that's him. Ew.
She's too.
Oh, fuck off. No. I don't give a shit. It's inappropriate. I don't appreciate it. And it made me feel uncomfortable. This is a place where I come to feel safe. I'm sure. Oh, I should be.
Yeah,
yes, I know. And they made me feel unsafe. I don't appreciate that. And for me to have to go, no, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I'm autistic. This is my safe space. I come here to live, and you're disgusting. As I'm moving out of the list, you can see yourself in the mirror. You.
Wow.
Wow, what?
I rescind my apologies. You're nuts.
All right, let's hit the road and get some feedback on this one here. So first thing I should mention is she would not be upset at all if she was attracted to this guy. This was probably, well, he's definitely older as she described, but probably an out of shape guy that she wasn't attracted to. If a woman is attracted to a guy and he makes a remark, in this case, he just said something along the lines of, it's okay, you can block me, you can block my reflection in front of the mirror, you're attractive, essentially is what he said. And not the exact words, but essentially what he said. I find you attractive, it's fine for you to stand in my reflection, I don't mind looking at you. Again, if she found him like a hot dude, she's turned on by him, she would have definitely been a hell of a lot more receptive and not been upset at all, and certainly wouldn't have sat in her car making this long ass video and walking back and editing it all back together. None of that would have happened because he would have probably gotten her number and they would have been out on a date. So this went horribly wrong for this guy. He's a cop. The last thing you want to do as a cop is have a bad public reputation. She mentions his profession, it's up in Ottawa, and a Good Life gym. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy heard about it from his commanding officer or some superior somewhere in the force. That would be unfortunate for him for just making a warm remark about a woman he found attractive. What if I said to you guys in my red flag chapter in my book about tattoos, heavily tattooed women and piercing? They're to be avoided. And this is a classic example of one that went absolutely pretty much batshit crazy, if we can put it that way. Going back into the gym, dragging an associate with her to confront this guy and then talk about looking at the surveillance footage, the CCTV camera. As far as I know, I have a friend that owns a gym. He's got cameras in his gym. They don't record audio, it's just video. So I'm not really sure what they would do with a video recording of him talking to her as she's talking to him at a distance around in a public place with a whole bunch of people. That really wouldn't accomplish anything. I'm sure it wouldn't solidify her case at all whatsoever. But guys, the point of this video, what I'm trying to make here, that I'm trying to solidify in your mind, is that if a woman doesn't give you indicators of interest, if she's not attracted to you, do not waste your time. Now, you might say, well, how do you determine that? How am I supposed to know, Rich? Well, I'll tell you, look, if you're at a gym and a woman looks at you and she smiles, if a woman keeps looking at you and she's got a slight grin, even a slight smile on her face, you know she's interested. right? If you're working out on a machine and she comes up to you and she says, hey, do you have many more sets left? And you engage in dialogue and conversation that goes somewhere, and she asks for your name. She's obviously interested, okay? If she's not interested in you guys, she will not show any indications of interest to you. Do not go out of your way. Do not say anything nice or kind or fond to her. As you can see, it can and does blow up in your face. Imagine you're a cop, a firefighter, a doctor. I'm not sure how she knew he was a cop. Maybe he was wearing an Ottawa Police Force t-shirt or something like that. Or maybe it was brought up after the fact when she cut the video. But she managed to name this guy and his profession. So this can be detrimental to you. Do not waste your time with women that are not showing indications of interest to you. Do not talk to women like this, and especially chicks covered in tattoos like this. Like, she's basically wearing nothing to the gym. Like, I've seen women wear even less, smaller tops than that, but she's essentially wearing nothing to the gym, covered in tattoos, neck tattoo from here all the way down. Like, she's got tats on more of her skin than she doesn't. And you're wondering, is this a good chick that I should make a pass at? Some guys think, oh, she's covered in tattoos, she's crazy in the head, crazy in the bed. And they're probably right. But if she's not interested in you, don't waste your time. You might lose your job. You might get a negative report filed against you. And don't think, not because you're not on your job or working somewhere, if you're in public space or in public office or in a place where you can be identified, it's very, very common for Karens like this to go to your superior, to file a complaint, and then raise that concern. Oh, I didn't feel safe. I'm autistic. I don't feel comfortable in this space. This chick is not a small woman. She's not small or petite. You can tell she's large in stature by how much space she takes up in the seat of a car, the length of, her arms from elbow joint to wrist sort of thing. That's how you can tell about somebody's height. She looks like she's about 6 foot tall. There's absolutely no reason why she should be walking around going, oh, I'm scared, I don't feel safe, and then throwing in, I'm autistic. I don't know what that has anything to do with it, but it's like, you're going to get this new generation of women that if they're not attracted to you, they'll basically throw everything and see what sticks. And if it doesn't stick and it falls down, they'll just throw some new shit. So guys, be very careful out there.
Awesome car, firstly. Awesome car, awesome video. Absolutely on the money. I usually jump in if there's something to add and things like that. And I will have things to add, but he did an absolutely amazing job. Well done. Well done. Look in the top left-hand corner. Rich Cooper clips. Very impressed. So just to quickly summarize, as a police officer, he's working out in the gym. Ladies in the way of the mirror. She says, do you want me to move out of the way? And he goes, don't worry, I'm a dirty old man. That's it. She didn't mention any other comments. I'm pretty sure if there's more to it, then she would have mentioned it. So that seemed to be in one isolated comment. It really wasn't about her. It was about self. And this is with another point I was going to go into about hypersensitivity. We can go into the hypersensitivity about if you want to drill down to each syllable of each word and think, was that appropriate? And how, if hypersensitivity should or should not be allowed in this situation. But really, it drills down to what he said here, our man Rich here. Well, actually, before we get to that, she did make reference to not feeling safe. She didn't give anything broader about whether this triggered some kind of past trauma in her life and things like that. But she did mention something about autism. I said, I've got a 2-1 in psychology and a master's in economics. I don't know if, and potentially, I mean, autism is a spectrum. Is there something about that which has triggered her autism? I don't know if it would do. I mean, listen, I stand to be corrected, and I say it is a very broad spectrum, but autism is usually a withdrawal from social norms, not a deep understanding of social norms to the point where it's likely just to trigger you. You know what I mean? It's just the mere mention of something which is not even directed at you, it's directed at self. You know what I mean? Hit the man who was actually working out. There are, what Rich was saying basically, listen, in today's world, 24 going into 2025, if there's no indication that this lady's actually interested, if she's not kind of giving you the positive body language, in the old days, 2024, minus, going back to the start of civilization, you can actually approach somebody and just say hello and any kind of opening interaction. And guess what? If they're not interested, they kind of wrap it up quick and they go about their day. They just break contact off, just not engage in any kind of conversation. Isn't that like kind of the point one of the handbook of a lady dealing with interest from anybody? I wouldn't say opposite sex, but these days, dealing with interest from anybody, just lock down the conversation. The person will get the cues. Can't talk to himself. But in any case, good advice from Rich. If there's no indication of interest these days, men out there, do not waste your time. Do not waste your time. And going forward from what I said before about the men acting on and just kind of just saying hello just to see what happens, it seems like 2024 going into 2025, when he was saying about, if there's no indications of interest, essentially, in their own way, the women need to chat us up then. If they've got to instigate indications of interest and we're not allowed to do anything, and they are, then they are the ones essentially chatting us up. You know what I mean? Say if they come... Imagine in the extreme, you're in the gym, they're going... Then you know that you're in. You know what I mean? Or you walk around and they keep it going... Case closed, you know what I mean? So, maybe that is the way it's going to be going forward. But listen, I don't really go to the gym anymore. I don't literally go to the gym anymore. I do my home workouts. I'd be terrified, especially if somebody's got like their phone up, like recording themselves about approaching anybody to even say hello whether I was interested or not. I'd say if I wanted to use the equipment and I just want to see if they're going to, if they finish their set or how long they're likely to be so I can move on. I'd be scared to even, not scared, but I'd be kind of apprehensive about making even that approach. Because I'm going to have to overthink, oh man, I don't know if she's going to think I'm trying to do this. And really, I just want to use the damn machine. What the hell? I'm not an overthink. I don't want to have to bloody overthink. What about my peaceful enjoyment? Let's talk about her. She was talking about made you feel unsafe. What about my peaceful enjoyment? I just want to go to the gym and just lift some damn weights. I don't have to overthink that, surely. Oh my gosh. But yeah, workplaces, gyms. That is just red flag material, guys. You need to be absolutely careful. I don't think there's any harm at the moment anyway. If you see somebody out and about and just, on the street and especially if she gives you a smile, there's no harm in just saying hello. In most scenarios, you think there's no harm in saying hello, but I'm sure there's a video out there somewhere in which harm has been taken, and you can probably find one. You know what I mean? So that's it, really. I really like that video. Well done, Rich. I'm gonna see if there's anything more kind of golden insights we can do our dream team combination of you setting it up and me kind of bringing it home. All is good anyway. I hope you like that video. Please like, subscribe. Daddy Steve and I am out.